All right, so we're back with a new update on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's trial. So as you all know, today being the 21st day of March 2025 is the trial of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The leader of indigenous people of Biafra actually appeared in court, Federal High Court today before the new judge, Justice James Omotosho. So, this is actually the beginning of a fresh phase of legal proceeding following the, reassignment of the case. So, Nnamdi Kanu, who has been, in custody since the arrest and extradition from Kenya in June 2021, was actually represented by a new legal team led by Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Chief Kanu Agabi. Now, the federal government's prosecution is led by Adeboyega Awomolo, who is also a senior advocate of Nigeria. So, during the session today, Chief Agabi offered an apology on behalf of Kanu to the former presiding judge, Justice Binta Nyako. He also acknowledged the past tensions and expressing a willingness to proceed with respect and fairness towards his case. So, Justice Omotosho, recognizing the prolonged nature of Nnamdi Kanu's case, actually expressed concerns over the delays and, the need for a proper legal process. So, after brief submission from both parties, the court adjourned the case to 29th of April 2025 and also 2nd and 6th of May 2025. That was the new date, set to hear Kanu's bail application and other pending motions. Meanwhile, the National Judicial Council, NJC, has refuted media reports claiming that Chief Justice of Nigeria ordered Kanu's release on his return to Kenya. The NJC described, such claims as completely false and misleading because there have been a news circulating on social media that Nnamdi Kanu, has been released, but apparently it's false news. So the case continues to draw national and, international attention as Kanu supporters and critics await further development. We'll be keeping you up to date with the story on this because I'm definitely sure there's going to be a hearing from some of the lawyers who were present, in this court case hearing. So as of now, the court session have ended and the case has been adjourned to later in April. So these are some of the highlights of everything that happened, today with Nnamdi Kanu in court. Please do well to drop your opinion in the comment section below. Also, give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. With that being said, stay tuned, guys.
Why are you pushing her? What's the problem? Allow them to show themselves.
This way. Come this way. This way.
Let me stand up. How are you? Very good. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yes. Thank you. Good to see you. Don't worry. I'm not. Not at all. I'm not. God bless you. Take care. All right.
Allow them to show themselves.
This way.
Thank you. How are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you doing?
Very well, thank you.
You have finally gotten a new judge to handle your case. How do you feel about that?
Great, I suppose. Yes.
So what are your expectations from today's proceedings?
Is that justice will be done, of course, in accordance with the rule of law. That's what I'm expecting.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. That's my daughter. Take advantage of my daughter.
How far? Let's see for one time I'm doing this morning. You expected me.
To be honest, I think for me, the place I want to start off this conversation is to try to paint a picture of how terrible things are in the Southeast. I was reading a report recently by a group of NGOs and authored by one Emeka Umeagbalasi and his colleagues, and they documented a lot of atrocities that have happened in the entire Southeast, where in their record, in their reckoning, over 65,000 people had been victims of kidnapping and what have you, and over 32,000 deaths from different, whether state actors and non-state actors. And all of these things tell you the level of deterioration we've suffered. And what is saddening is what has happened even in recent time, particularly in my own dear state, Anambra, where nobody's spared. Archbishops are not spared. House of Assembly members not spared. Reverend fathers, reverend sisters, lawyers, nobody's spared. It's just a matter of who's going to be the next victim. And when this happens, there is not even any hope inside, no rescue inside. It's just when the criminals decide to leave you off, if they decide to murder you or sell your body parts, it's their decision. And they do this unchecked. There's no threat of, oh, we're going to be arrested, nothing like that. They can spend a whole 30 minutes, 1 hour in an incident, and this is how bad it's become. And so when we're now going to go into the root cause of this, I don't think it's appropriate to just coalesce it into IPOB activities, because that's what your question is tending to suggest. Arrest of Simon Ekpa, will it stop? As if that's the only, no. Let's go deep into what actually are the root causes of this issue. In my opinion, again, it's just when you have poor leadership, because even within the same Southeast, some states are better than some. Anambra is seen as the worst today. Enugu is relatively better. Abia is better. What are they doing differently? Still the same. And guess what? Sam Ekpa is not even from Anambra State. Nnamdi Kanu is not even from Anambra State. Why is Anambra the worst? It boils down to issue of leadership. Now, let's talk about the IPOB. I believe that agitation actually is not a wrong thing in itself. Somebody saying, this is what I want, it's not a wrong thing. How you go about it could be wrong, and how also the government treats it could be wrong. And that's what we've been facing today. I'm one of those who have called for release of Nnamdi Kanu. I don't think the continued detention incarceration and all of this is helping matters. And quite frankly, I don't know Simon Ekpa. We see some of the videos he does, and whether he changes, replaces, I think is irrelevant to what we're talking about. Because what has happened is that there are now huge criminal elements that hide under the auspice of IPOB to create all manner of issues. But truly speaking, they are not agitators. They are criminals. So what I say to leaders, forget about this nomenclature. Deal with criminals of whatever form.
I think your governor has even made that statement. He said, let's call a spade and not an agricultural instrument. Let's call criminals criminals.
Yes.